Okay, so welcome to this week's market review and expectation. So on the charts, my friends, is the dollar index, and as I do every week, I take a look at what I was expecting the previous week against what the markets actually delivered, and I also talk about what I'll be looking at or what I expect in the coming week. Then I go ahead to talk about the news impacts that might have some kind of impact on the markets. Yeah, so this is the dollar index in the previous week. These candles hadn't formed. Let me. Yeah, so in the previous week, these candles hadn't formed. They were on this side. Okay, and as I said, I was looking at price just filling in this fair value gap on the daily, and then we can complete the targets that we've been having aiming for some weeks now. Yeah, which is just short of about 20 something pips, 22 pips. Yeah, so I was expecting price would, after filling in this fair value gap, it will just complete it, and then you can look for lower prices. But I was proved wrong, and it went much deeper. If we've gone much deeper into a weekly fair value gap, and then to me, this is my last line of defense for others support for price to go higher on the dollar index. Yes, I'm not looking at price going any further from this level. Okay, this fair value gap, you can see it clearly on the weekly time frame. So this is a weekly time frame. Let me remove this. Yeah, so this is the weekly time frame, and as you can see, we have filled this fair value gap. Okay, we have filled this fair value gap, and on Friday we had a little retracement back into the midpoint, just some few pips to the midpoint. So yeah, so it's some few pips to the midpoint. All right. Yes, so that's my last line of defense for support. I'm looking at for price to go higher. Should we lose this level, the fair value gap, the lower end of it, then much lower prices will be expected. I'll be expecting lower prices in the dollar index in the coming week. But as it stands now, I expect price to go higher. Okay, I expect price to go high because we are done with the we are done with the weekly fair value gap as I should, and I'm looking at price continuing its higher prices. Yeah, so that's the target I'm looking at, the final target I'm looking at right there, okay, on the dollar index. So that's my target for the coming week. As I said, there's the market, and we just have to be very cautious, and it's a new year as well. Yeah, in the month of January, you don't have a clear upward trend. Okay, so let's just be guided. Let's be guided. All right, so let's head straight to the fundamentals. What news to expect in the coming week? Yeah, so I have another screen that I opened from, so I just have to drag into the screen I'm recording from. Yeah, so from Monday 27th to Friday 31st of January, what are we going to expect? We are going to expect at 8:10 a.m. Okay, we should expect ECB President Lagarde speaks, and then at 9 a.m. also German IFO business climate, and those are made impacts. And at 3 p.m. The home sales affecting the dollar. Okay, and then on Tuesday, January 28th, we have core durable good orders, goods orders, and that's 1:30 p.m. And then the durable goods orders. Yes, so we also have the S&P CS composites at 2 p.m. all mid impact affecting the dollar index, and at 3 p.m. we have the CB consumer confidence. That's a high impact which would most likely induce more volatility into the market. So on Wednesday, 29th January, 2:15 p.m. we have the Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks. Okay, that's a high impact news. And then at 3:30 p.m. you have the crude oil inventories, and then 7 p.m. you have the US dollar that's federal funds rates, and then FOMC statements. So on Wednesday, lot of volatility in the evening. Okay, in the evening, the time is in GMT. Yeah, so at 7 p.m. we are going to have a lot of volatility injected into the market due to this too. Okay, so in the early mornings, probably there might not be so much movement in the market on Wednesday. Then in the evening, you can see higher prices in the dollar index, hopefully. And then that's at 7:30, the press conference. Okay, then on Thursday, January 30th at 8 a.m., we have the Spanish flash CPI affecting the euro. That's the mid impact. And then at 1:15 p.m., we have the main refinancing rates and the monetary policy statement, all affecting the euro. Okay, and then at 1:30 p.m., you have the advanced GDP and unemployment claims. Okay, all mid impacts, and also all high impacts. They are all high impact, and also mid impacts. Advanced GDP price index. Okay, then at 1:45. At 1:45, so at 1:45 p.m. you can have the ECB, that's the European Central Bank press conference, and then the 3 p.m. you have the pending home sales mid impacts, and also 11:30 p.m. you have the Tokyo core CPI affecting the yen. All right, then on Friday, 31st January, we have that all day, that's the German prelim CPI affecting the euro. Okay, then at 1:30 you have the core PCE price index, and then the employment cost index, all high impact affecting the dollar. And then Chicago PMI at 2:45 p.m. That's the mid impact, which is going to affect the dollar index. Yeah, so most likely on Wednesday, we can just hold on with all our trades and then just see what the market has to offer. All right, if you have some trades already running, just put, if you are in profit, just secure some, and then you can put your stop loss above or below your entry. Make sure you've secured your trade. Okay, yeah, so let's see what the market has to offer for us, and then we trade accordingly. Yeah, so stay safe.